Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. My name is Sainath Kaspa. I'm a maths lecturer in BLD college from last 2 years. Today we discuss one chapter number 10, vector algebra. Second PUC, 10th chapter, vector algebra. This vector algebra already you learned in first year physics especially. In physics you got the vector algebra, same to same only, but mathematically we have to learn in second PUC. So this is the 10th chapter where we start the 10th chapter, vector algebra. And vector algebra weightage, 1 mark question 1 you will get, 2 marks questions 2 and 3 marks questions 3. Total you will get 11 marks from this chapter. So this is a very important chapter. You will get 11 marks. Next, before starting the vector algebra. What is the vector algebra? You have to learn the vector and algebra. Algebra is nothing but addition, subtraction and multiplication. So vector based addition, subtraction and multiplication we have to find here, and different types of multiplication, cross product and dot product will get in this chapter. So now we start. First of all, I will draw one line. These are the two lines. We can indicate the lines indicated by the two arrowheads. Two directions will get. By arrows, we can indicate the line direction. Two ways of directions we can get by the arrow. So these are the two lines. So direction is there here, upside and downside. If you are taking horizontal, left side, right side. So these type of lines is called directed lines. Directed lines. A line having two directions by using the arrows. So that lines is called directed lines. Next, these lines restriction will take. Restriction is nothing but this is the one line and this is also one line. I will make the restrictions A, B. Here also I will take A, B, and now arrows. Two types of directions we can get. This AB is nothing but line segment. In a line, you are taking some part, restriction part we are taking, that is AB. That AB is called a line segment. Line segment. Here direction also there. Direction also there. So these are called directed line segments. Directed line segments. You observe this line segment having one direction and this one, the distance also we know the distance. So this directed line segment having direction and magnitude. Magnitude is nothing but distance between the 2 points A and B. So directed line segment having magnitude and direction. So based upon this one only, we will discuss the total chapter. So now we start our first definition, vector. What is a vector? A quantity that has magnitude as well as direction. Magnitude as well as direction is called a vector. Vector is nothing but a quantity having magnitude as well as direction. Both having means that is a vector. Only magnitude having, that is a scalar. There is no direction. There is no direction, only magnitude is there, that is called a scalar. So now we can see here, this directed line segment is a vector. Directed line segment is a vector. Why? Because having direction and magnitude, length also we know, AB, length, distance formula we can use, we can find the length also. So that purpose, directed line segment is a vector. Directed line segment is a vector. So here, this one only I am taking. Vector AB bar will be indicated by AB bar or vector A bar also will write small letter A bar. Small letter A bar. Vector AB bar, vector A bar. Directed line segment is a vector. So here AB bar is a vector. We will write like this. Vector AB denoted by AB bar. Just to simply will write AB bar is a vector or A bar is a vector. So now in this starting point, what initial, that is nothing but initial. Here A point is called initial point of vector. B point is called terminal point. Of the vector AB bar. Here simple AB bar, starting point, initial point. So that is starting point is called initial point, and ending point in a vector, that is called a terminal point. Initial point and terminal point. Next, one more example we'll see. CD bar. C is the initial point, D is the terminal point. And the distance between initial point and terminal point is called magnitude. Initial point, distance between initial point and terminal point is called magnitude. So magnitude is denoted by magnitude of AB bar. We can write magnitude of AB bar or magnitude of A bar. Magnitude of, this meaning not mod, this is the magnitude. Magnitude is nothing but distance between initial point and terminal point. Magnitude of AB bar or magnitude of A bar also we can write. So once again I am repeating this total. Vector is nothing but a quantity which having magnitude and direction. A line segment is a vector. Directed line segment is a vector. Starting point is called an initial point. Ending point is called a terminal point. And the distance between initial point and terminal point is called magnitude. And magnitude will be denoted with magnitude of AB bar or magnitude of A bar. Next definition is position vector. Position vector, before going to that position vector definition, in first year 3-dimensional geometry, we discussed about the right-handed system. Right-handed system, 3-dimensional geometry, introduction to 3-dimensional geometry. So you have to consider here one right-handed rectangular system. So x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, and this is the origin O. Origin is 0, 0, 0. In a three-dimensional space, you consider the one point P in a space. This is in space. Point P, x, y, z. Now, if you join the OP in the direction O to P, now it is a vector having magnitude. This is a line segment and direction having. So OP bar is a vector OP bar having O is the initial point and P is the terminal point. And we write this as a R bar, general notation. R bar we use. So OP bar is nothing but, also we can write R bar. O is the initial point, P is the terminal point. Then this OP bar is called position vector of P, position vector of point P with respect to point O. The OP bar is a position vector of P with respect to O and will be noted with R bar. So now magnitude of OP bar, magnitude of position vector, magnitude of OP bar is equal to magnitude of R bar. Also we can write by because both same only. R bar. Distance formula, square root of x1 y1 z1 x2 y2 z2. Formula square root of x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square, z2 minus z1 whole square. So you will get here x square plus y square plus z square. Magnitude of position vector is x square plus y square, square root of x square plus y square plus z square. This is a general position vector. Lot of places will use this position vector. Position vector is nothing but OP bar, general, and R bar also is a position vector. Another notation is magnitude is square root of x square plus y square plus z square. And some more examples will take here. Same right-handed system, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Point is O. Point is A. If you join, I am taking as a K bar. This point is B in a space. This I take as a K bar. So what we can write here? OA bar is a position vector. OA bar is a position vector of point A with respect to O. OB bar is a position vector of point B with respect to O. In three-dimensional geometry also we learn this right-handed system. In that point you have to take from origin to that point. If you draw a line segment, that is a position vector of that point with respect to origin. So this is the main concept of position vectors. Next one, direction cosines. Direction cosine purpose, consider a point P. Consider a point P in a space, and OP bar is a vector. Another one is small r bar. Okay. OP bar is a position vector and which makes the angle with x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So here this P OP bar makes the angle with the x-axis. This is the x-axis taking alpha. OP bar makes the angle with the y-axis is beta, with z-axis is gamma. Direction, cosine purpose. First of all, we are taking OP bar is a position vector which makes the alpha, beta, gamma with the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Then cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, cos beta, cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are called direction cosines. Direction cosines. So cos alpha, how we find? Cos alpha finding purpose. Join the P to A, P to B, and P to C. Points which we are joining. We observe here 90 degrees will get proper diagram. You can see here. O A P triangle O A P. OA how much is that? X. OP is R bar. OP is R bar. Here angle is there. So cos alpha is nothing but here angle how much is that? Alpha. Cos alpha is nothing but adjacent side by hypotenuse x by r bar, x by r bar. Similarly, we have to take OPB. OPB if we are taking also cos beta, y by r bar, cos gamma, z by r bar. These values are called direction cosines. These direction cosines we can write indicated with L, M, N also. L, M, N. L is nothing but cos alpha, M is nothing but cos beta, N is nothing but cos gamma. That time what will be there? X by R bar, Y by R bar, Z by R bar, Z by R bar. That is your length will be there. So that's why magnitude of that value. So magnitude we can write simple R writing means this is the value. It is a scalar. Magnitude is nothing but a scalar. So now y by R, Z by R. R is nothing but magnitude of vector R bar. So these values is called direction cosines. From this one we can write that x equal to how much we can write it? X equal to LR, y is equal to MR, N is equal to, Z is equal to NR. So that are LR comma MR comma NR called direction ratios. Direction cosines, direction ratios. Here one more point we can make here. L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. Direction cosines, sum of the squares of direction cosines is equal to 1. So this is the one more point we use in some problems. This is the concept of direction cosines. Now we move to the types of vectors. This is the important concept or important definitions here. You get 1 mark purpose they'll ask most probably this definitions. So types of vectors. First type, zero vector. In that name only you will get the total definition. Zero vector. A vector whose initial and terminal point coincide. Initial point and terminal points coincide means here one point, that is the initial point of a vector. Again, terminal point also same to same is there. That type of vectors is called a zero vectors. Called zero vectors or null vectors or void vectors also we can call. Zero, null or void means both are three are same only and denoted by zero bar. Simple zero writing is wrong here. Zero writing means that is a scalar. Zero bar writing means zero vector. Initial point and terminal point is same, otherwise coincide. We can indicate this as a to A bar only. Initial point and terminal point coincide. That type of vector is called a zero vector and denoted by zero bar. Next one, unit vector. A vector whose magnitude is unity. Magnitude is unity. That is nothing but one unit magnitude or a distance. Distance formula we will use for magnitude. So magnitude is unity. Then the type of vectors is called unit vector. Unit vector is nothing but magnitude is unity. That type of vectors is called a unit vector. The unit vector in the direction of A bar denoted by, here you see A bar is a vector having magnitude is 1. So then the vector is called unit vector denoted by A cap. Unit vector in the direction of vector A bar given vector. So denoted by A cap. Unit vector is nothing but cap will write. A cap is nothing but a unit vector in the direction of vector A bar. B bar write B cap writing. B cap is a unit vector in the direction of B bar vector. So that is a difference here. Next, third definition, third type, co-initial vectors. You observe co-initial. Initial point will be same. Initial point will be same. That type of vectors are called co-initial vectors. Two or more vectors having the same initial point. Two or more. For example, I am taking OA bar, OB bar, OC bar. Otherwise, we can denote it A bar, B bar, C bar. What is the initial point? Initial point is O. Two or more vectors having same initial point. So the three vectors are called co-initial vectors. Four also possibilities. Minimum two we have to take as co-initial vectors purpose. Initial points will be same. Initial point. Next one, collinear vectors. Collinear vectors. Two or more vectors are said to be collinear. Two or more vectors is said to be collinear if they are parallel to the same line. They are parallel to the same line. For example, just I draw the diagram. This is one vector A B bar. Sorry, A bar is a one vector and B bar is also a vector. These two vectors parallel to one line. This is one line I am writing. Two vectors parallel to the one line. Two or more vectors also. You observe these three vectors parallel to the one line. That only parallel to the same line, irrespective of their magnitude and direction. This word is very, very important. Magnitude and direction no need to check for collinear vectors. Collinear vectors means just the two or more vectors parallel to the same line. Parallel to the same line, irrespective of their magnitude and direction. You observe A bar is right side direction is there. B bar is left side direction. The directions is different and magnitudes also different. So these are not collinear vectors. We can't say that. Just you have to check only parallel to the same line or not. No need to check about the magnitude and direction. So these type of vectors is called collinear vectors. Now fifth type, equal vectors. Two vectors is said to be equal. Two vectors I am taking here, A bar and B bar, are said to be equal if they have same magnitude and direction. Same magnitude and same direction regardless of the position of the initial points. No need to check about the initial points. Just I'll take here AB bar is the one vector having magnitude is 2 and CD bar same direction and this magnitude also 2. What is the initial point of this vector? Initial point of this vector is A. This vector is C. No need to check about the initial points. Initial points may be different. That time also we can tell these two vectors are equal. Just you have to check about the same magnitude and same direction. So that type of vectors are called equal vectors. Next, negative of a vector. A vector whose magnitude is same as a given vector, but direction is opposite to that of it. So here just AB is a one vector. Initial point is A, B is a terminal point. BA out to write AB, BA magnitude is same, but here direction is opposite to the given vector. Given vector is AB bar. I am taking given vector as a AB bar and magnitude is same, but direction is different. That is nothing but BA bar. So this BA bar is called a negative of AB bar. Negative of AB bar. So AB bar is equal to minus BA bar we can write, or BA bar is equal to negative of AB bar. So just here magnitude is same but direction is different. A vector whose magnitude is the same as the given vector, but direction is opposite to it. Just we discussed. Same magnitude but direction is different. Is called a negative of given vector. Negative of a given vector. So these are the total 6 definitions, 6 types of vectors. Next we start the examples. Total 3 examples is there here. This total example and first exercise 10.1, total belongs to the physics oriented exercise. This one just basic learning purpose only this exercise. So now we see here first one, represent graphically a displacement of 40 kilometers 30 degrees west of south. Graphically means no need to draw a graph, just a rough diagram we have to draw here. So I will take north, east, south, west. Northeast, southwest. 40 kilometers, 30 degrees west of south. West of south means west to south middle you have to draw a line. This degrees is 30 degrees. Next, how much kilometers? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the graphical representation of 40 kilometers displacement, 40 kilometer displacement west of south with 30 degrees, just a rough diagram. Each one carries 10 kilometers. So this is a graphical diagram, just a rough diagram is how to draw. So this first one. Next, second question, example 2. Classify the following measures as a scalar or vectors. Scalars or vectors. They are giving some 6 measurements. So which is the scalar, which is the vector? We have to find. 5 seconds. 5 seconds is a time. 5 seconds time. Time just having only magnitude. There is no direction. So it is a scalar. Next. Scalar. 100 centimeter cube. 100 centimeter cube. That is a volume. Volume having only magnitude. There is no direction for volume. So this is also scalar. Next one. Newton. Newton is a force. Force having magnitude and which side, which direction also that force having magnitude and direction. So it is a vector. Next, kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour is a speed. So that's why it is a scalar. Speed having only magnitude. Next, gram per centimeter cube. Gram per centimeter cube. Mass by volume. Mass by volume is nothing but density. So density doesn't have the direction. So it is a scalar. So these are next one. 20 meter per second towards north. 20 meter per second towards north. Direction also they mention and magnitude also they mention. So that's why this is a vector. 2 are vectors, remaining are scalars. So this is a physics oriented topic. Just understanding the vector, which is a vector, which is a scalar. Next, question number 3, example 3. In a diagram, in a figure, which is a collinear, equal and co-initial vector. So here we observe, first of all, collinear. What is the collinear definition? Collinear definition, 2 or more vectors parallel to the same line. If I draw here one line, which vectors parallel to the same line? That vectors are called collinear vectors. A bar parallel to line, C bar parallel to line, D bar also parallel to line. So 3 vectors parallel to the same line. That are A bar, C bar, D bar. Collinear vectors. Next, equal vectors. Equal means same magnitude and same direction. You observe 1 unit, 1 unit. Same magnitude and direction also same is there. So equal vectors are A bar, C bar. You can observe 2, magnitude same but direction is different. So that's why it is not a equal vector. So if you know the proper definitions, you can easily find the equal vectors, collinear vectors. Now, co-initial vectors. What are the co-initial vectors? Initial points will be same. Which one have same initial point? This is this direction. So initial point here only. C also having same initial point. D also having same initial point. Starting points will be same only. B bar, C bar and D bar having the same initial point. So by this problem, we completed the examples. In next class, we will discuss the exercise problems. Thank you.